Why'd you wake us up?
Give me a break.
I don't know what to do, Clark.
Huh?
If you want us to work, you gotta sing the magic song.
Magic song. The what?
Pretty, pretty ponies. Pretty, pretty please.
Come on, guys.
Do it.
Pretty, pretty ponies. Pretty, pretty please. I'm a dancing pony boy begging pretty please.
We can't hear you.
Pretty, pretty ponies. Pretty, pretty please. I'm a dancing pony boy begging pretty please.
Now do the dance.
Pretty, pretty ponies, pretty, pretty please. I'm a dancing pony boy begging pretty please. Pretty, pretty ponies, pretty, pretty please. I'm a dancing pony boy begging pretty please.
Hey, buddy. Need some help?
We've got an NFL game on Sunday. Early in the season, we thought this might be for the AFC West division lead, but it's anything but that. We've got Kelly here, and Denver's your favorite team in the NFL. The Raiders, a team that you cover professionally here in Las Vegas for Vegas Nation, and I'll let you tell us about that in a moment. But we know your heart is with Denver, but I got to say, the Denver Broncos have hit rock bottom. And it is done. As I was riding into the studio this morning, got an injury update. They are going to Paxton Lynch this week. They hadn't decided until this morning.
Who's on deck after him?
Chad Kelly.
Kelly, what do you make of your Denver Broncos?
Let's be honest here, guys. The Broncos have just looked so terrible since what was that, 2 months ago they beat the Cowboys. It's just so terrible. Like you said, who would have thought these two teams that were both projected to place either first or second in the AFC West are now at the bottom of the AFC West, and you have the Chargers just magically floating there.
And they started the season losing, what, their first 4 games?
Something horrendous.
It was the 0-4 bowl against the Giants when they got their first win.
So, I was going to say before we got the updated injury report that this is a really positive thing for Brock Osweiler because the Raiders have no interceptions yet this season. And then now you're telling me we're going with Paxton Lynch. So the Raiders actually may get their first interception of the season and not – for some reason, I think it's almost statistically harder to have 0 interceptions than at least 1 or 2. Anyway, we can go talk about the Raiders as well. Last week in Mexico City, I don't think any of us thought they were going to play that bad. I mean, you're playing the Patriots. You're getting almost a touchdown in somewhere where they think you have a home field advantage, so to speak. But offensively, just completely inept and horrible. They got lucky to score that touchdown in the 2-point conversion. So this is a really weird spot for me. You're giving the Broncos 5 in the black hole where the Broncos historically have done really well against the Raiders, at least in the last, let's call it 15 years that I've really been covering them. But this just might be a spot that the Raiders can actually get the win and save a little bit of face, I guess, for the season.
Now, you do a show here in Vegas. It's called Vegas Nation. Tell our viewers about it and where they can find it.
So we do a show called Vegas Nation with the Las Vegas Review-Journal. As everybody knows, Vegas is so excited to get the Raiders. Like, Oakland, we're sorry for you guys, but we are so excited. Groundbreaking on the stadium the other day. Yeah. Everybody is super, super excited for the Raiders to come here. So we already started a show at the Las Vegas Review-Journal. It's called Vegas Nation. My co-host Brian Salmon and I talk everything that there is to talk about Raiders. I talk a little bit about the lines. We do a lot of social media stuff. We have a couple other guys that do the show as well. Check it out. We also have an app called Vegas Nation you can download. If you are a Raiders fan, you got to be excited about them coming to Vegas. So give us a little bit of support. Like Marco always says, give us a thumbs up on Facebook. We do Facebook Live every single Sunday after the game. And lately, it's not been good stuff. But if you want something bad to say about the Raiders, feel free to tweet me, and I'll use your tweet on the show.
No problem. You've opened up a can of worms there. Ralph, we knew coming in the Raiders' defense was going to be an issue. We never thought that the offense was going to be a problem. The offense has not scored any points.
I've got a number for you, Kelly. 72.4. That's the completion percentage the Raiders are allowing. 72.4. An NFL team allowing 72% is crazy. They were only allowing 71% before they faced Brady, so you can understand that. But, you know, it's a game that I have trouble backing either team. The Raiders defense, I think even Denver can score against them. But then you look at what Denver's done on the road. 10-point loss to Buffalo, 21-point loss to the Chargers, 10-point loss to Kansas City, and a 28-point loss to Philadelphia. So I can't back the Raiders. I can't back the Raiders defense. I can't back the Broncos. So it'll be a game that I'll just tune in and listen to what Kelly says after this coming up Sunday.
Well, putting the gun to my head, as we like to use that phrase on the game, I got to look at Denver in this one because the defense is still the superior unit on the field. Both teams have offenses that are struggling. Oakland's is supposed to be superior, but they're not showing it on the field. Denver is still playing defense. Last week, if you looked at just the box score, you wouldn't have thought that Denver got beat. I mean, they out-yarded Cincinnati 341 to 190, but it was the two costly turnovers, as we've seen, that did them in. They're making the switch to Paxton Lynch. Now, so far this season, with the exception of Deshaun Watson making a switch to him at quarterback, making a switch has not been a good move for the teams that have done it. Just ask the Buffalo Bills last week.
Or the Browns. We know something about quarterbacks.
Yeah, I mean, it's not been a formula for success. But Paxton Lynch has played some. He played last year in his first year some. Maybe he's the answer if he just has a clean game and the defense can play. The problem is the offense hasn't stayed on the field long enough. The defense is getting wore out. But if they're playing another team that doesn't stay on the field long offensively, so I'm going to give the edge to the defense. Give me points. I'll go old school, take the better defensive team plus the points.
I will say, Marco, that Denver's defense has only allowed over 280 yards twice. That was the Philadelphia game and New England game. So it hold every other opponent to under 280 yards.
Two best records
right.
in football.
Perhaps maybe they should punt on first down.
I can't turn it over that way. Well, they could bobble the snap on the punt, maybe.
I was going to say, have you seen their special teams? It's not so hot. I watched them live at the Chargers game.
Oh, yeah. Not good. And how about the New England game? They looked horrible.
I didn't even watch it. I was in protest.
Remember, Raiders and Broncos fans, send all your negative comments to Kelly.
Yes, please. No, I'm going to tweet it. I'm going to use them for the game. That's the best part is if you do bet one of those teams and you lose, at least you have some good firepower to use against them later.
There you go. All right, check Kelly out, Kelly in Vegas, and be sure to tune in to her show, Vegas Nation.